And we're back on Saturday Morning Sports Talk with Kevin and the gang. I don't think they've turned themselves on yet, so I'm just going to keep talking until they do. Yeah, he asked what I had for breakfast, but I had a nice, good sausage and mushroom omelet. It was good, although I only really wanted mushrooms on it, but I mean.
Yeah, can you get it right, Terry? Can you get it right? I tell you who does get it right. Shelby Heating and Air. Give them a call, 704-487-7877 for all your heating and air needs. If you need a system upgrade, if you need a system repair, if you just need a check and wash, give them a call, 704-487-7877. Website is shelbyheating.com. Got specials, coupons you could print off and bring into Shelby Heating and Air. So give them a call, 704-487-7877. That's Shelby Heating and Air.
Terry, was that called for?
He felt like he was an umpire again. Terry, can you get it right today?
Can you get it right?
At least once.
Can you get it right, Terry?
I'll keep my words
JP,
to myself right now.
JP, I will say this. If you call Terry, he won't answer the phone.
Yeah.
He'll ignore your call. But you can leave him a voicemail like I did last night and instruct him on what to bring. And he will check his voicemail. So
I got the mushrooms like I wanted. I just didn't want the sausage, but I mean, I ate it either way.
Yeah, he's going to eat it either way, Terry.
Yeah.
But, he had to suffer through that sausage because you can't get the order right.
I just didn't want to eat meat this morning.
I'll tell you what, we need to improve the quality of the staff at West Lincoln High School. I'm not sure they did a thorough screening of you, Terry. Can you get anything right?
Tell me you do your job fine, Terry. You're just a bad waitress.
I'm just going to keep my voice to myself right now.
All right. So, good morning anyway.
Your thoughts to yourself,
tell you what,
Terry, not your voice.
Well, my voice might not be appropriate.
Since we're already a little bit on baseball and a little bit of kind of what, we'll just stay on that topic for a few minutes. We'll get into NASCAR here in just a few minutes. But I did want to get into something that kind of happened this week and want to talk about and Terry, what you were just mentioning, and had a kid strike out, asked him if he bought a ticket, and he said I thought it was outside, and I told him that the first two were fantastic. He could have hit those two, right? So this week in Major League Baseball, did you see the Kyle Schwarber meltdown?
Oh.
And I wanted to get what these two umpires thought about this. Tom, did you see it?
No, I saw the Indians-Guardians game where they're throwing beer bottles at players who separated their shoulder. The Yankees show what they are.
Well, so anyway, in this game, Angel Hernandez is behind the plate.
The notorious
Angel Hernandez. Now, my contention on this is it doesn't matter who is behind the plate, that nobody should act like this. Especially someone getting paid, whatever you're getting paid to play professional baseball. Have you seen it, Tom?
I have not.
All right, so he acted like a complete fool. I'm going to say this.
The player?
Yes. Let me switch over for the folks watching at home so you can see where the pitch was. Oh, that's Gerald. He's not supposed to be there yet. Why is he there?
Well.
Take Gerald out. Here we go. So, you see where the pitch missed there, Tom? And Terry, I know the folks at home camp.
No,
bottom
low and outside.
Okay, there it is. Not bad.
No, that's and if you watch the angle it came in, I mean, he could have called that strike easily.
All right, so
watch
he's a lefty too.
Yeah.
So a lefty being caught that far off the plate, and here's the pitch.
That's a pretty good pitch.
Umpires. I mean,
well, that's a strike all day in high school.
Right.
You ain't good enough.
That was a strike all day in the 90s.
Now, again, this is for fans. First of all, let's talk about fans getting mad about this. You were watching a computer-generated square.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You do not know if that's the strike zone, if that's where the umpire believes that's where the strike zone is, and if that's accurate at all to where it's supposed to be, first of all. Second of all, for anyone that ever pulled for the Atlanta Braves to get mad over that call after watching Greg Maddux for how many years he calls and Tom Glavine, that should never happen. Now, I know this isn't a Braves fan or Braves thing, but I'm just saying, We can go back to plenty of clips where Maddox throwing it at the mascot like the dude in all with the Kevin
Bull Durham.
Costner. Yeah, Bull Durham.
Bull Durham. Yeah.
Like Bull Durham. And but here now watch Schwarber for you guys. I'm gonna get y'all's reactions to this. Watch how this grown man who bats now here, guys, he's a career 230 batter. He's batting 197.
And then he killed the Indians in that one series.
Maybe, guys, it's not the umpire's fault you strike out a lot. He struck out 150 times one year. So this is Schwarber acting it out at Angel Hernandez. So he goes up to the plate, starts pointing up. Wow. I don't know what we're doing here, pointing both benches, giving some more. Then Joe Girardi comes out. Schwarber's not done. He'll be back in a second. We still got about 40 seconds of this clip. But y'all can just talk about
He should have threw him pretty early for that.
Well, and then he comes back out yelling some more. Now remember, this is what? How many inches tops is this off the plate, Tom? If it's off the plate, a lefty.
Right.
A lefty.
That's a good looking pitch to me.
Bottom right corner. That's 2 strikes. Are you not supposed? My point also is
you don't feed them.
Swing the bat. Honestly, Kyle, who showed up to the ballpark? Do you think it's this guy back here in the gray that showed up to the ballpark and said, I hope I get to see Kyle Schwarber take 4 pitches tonight, boys. I'm going to buy this $9 hot dog, so I watch Kyle Schwarber take 4 pitches. Let's see.
Strikeout looking, yeah.
It wasn't even like 3. That's the second out nobody owned. It's not like there's bases loaded in this game. You just suck. Period.
What inning is it?
The 9th.
Seven.
That's the bottom of the 9th. That's pitch 7.
Oh.
Sorry about that, but dang it.
Who's ahead?
Milwaukee is the closer, up 1-0, bottom of the 9th. It's a 3-2 count. He's trying to draw a walk, Tom, because he can't hit.
Yeah.
And then he's mad because the umpire, who everybody thinks is awful, called a strike on him at tops 2 inches off the plate, if that. And he goes ballistic over it.
And then he's at home, too, so that even makes it worse.
I still say it's a good pitch.
No, he's on the road. Yeah, he's
on.
on.
He got him. He tossed him quick.
Oh, I didn't see him toss
Did
it.
Yeah.
I missed that.
Back,
I thought he was just taking it, and I'm like,
no, go back.
As
He
soon as
tossed
the helmet,
him
as soon as the
fast.
helmet landed, he
I was like,
tossed
he should have been
this.
thrown quickly.
Watch this. Nope, you're gone.
Okay, good.
As soon as the helmet hit the
Yeah.
ground, good.
I
As soon
agree.
as he did it.
I thought he waited a little bit. I'm glad he did.
See, but what upsets me is there's a lot of high school kids at home watching this.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. Why can't you have the security come out and get it? Like I don't get. I 100% don't get why coaches and players are allowed to just act like this. And then I got an argument with a friend on Twitter who's on Schwarber's side of this. He's like, "Have you never got mad at a pitch?" I'm like, "Yes, when I was 11, and I didn't understand that I should swing." And then so that's why I brought up my son with this. He struck out last night, looking.
I mean, look, the catcher, barely moved his glove. You know?
And I told my son, I was like, son, whether or not the umpire made a good or bad call on the first one, you had 2 strikes to hit already. So so blame one on him, then it's your fault on 2. So however you want to see that, son. But they shouldn't be blaming the umpires for that. Again, it's not like this is Barry Bonds or Albert Pujols getting pinched. This is Kyle Schwarber, career 230 again, and acting like a fool over it. So we'll start there in baseball. I want to see what y'all thought about the silliness with that.
Oh no, like Terry and I said. I mean, I understand these. All these guys, like I've done some adult leagues, and these guys think that have played higher levels of baseball. Some of them think that the strike zone is a matchbook. It's a Pringles can. It's not. I'm just. I called a pitch on a guy. He's a good ball player. You can tell he played higher levels, but it was inner third at his belt. Turn around. No. No. He's like, man, what are you waiting on? You know what I mean? It's like if you're taking that pitch with 2 strikes, you deserve to strike out.
Let me ask you something. And I know that it would cause an uproar, but if we just I know there's a rule, Terry. You know what rule I'm talking about. Tom does too. You're not supposed to argue balls and strikes.
Correct.
Exactly.
As soon as he does that, Tom, throw him out.
Correct.
You can do that.
I know you can.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is that if more umpires maybe did it more, I know it would cause an uproar, but if they knew going in the season, maybe we had this thing, we talked to the coaches. If you say anything, it doesn't matter, whatever. It's like, so in basketball, Terry, nobody has a problem with refs calling techs for bad behavior, do they?
No.
So why can't we transfer in football? You get thrown penalties they throw penalties all the time for unsportsmanlike in football. So why can't we do that in baseball?
There have been times that I will look, and if the guy keeps on, and I will turn, and the first thing I ask him, are you questioning my balls and strikes?
Right.
And if he says yes, you're gone.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Well,
It's
right.
simple.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's the thing, though. Sometimes you want to be nice about it, right? That's what you want to do about it. Well, I'm saying if we got to the point where we did it like basketball and just did it immediately with no questions, that I think it would maybe curtail it a little bit more. You wouldn't even have to get to that point, Terry. As soon as if he said like that, Tom, just no, go sit down.
Yeah.
Like, well, dude, shut up.
Yeah.
I love the games that you were in that people have seen you umpire and everything, and they know whether you're getting on their nerves, because I have been in games where the people over to the side or assistant coaches will be hollering at the coach, let it go, let it go, let it go. You're not going to be here. Like, you just crossed over a line that, like, the blue knows that you should never go across. Yeah. And they'll be hollering at their coach, let it go. And as long as I hear that, a lot of times I might bucker a little bit and let something, but maybe I should not, because if I hear another coach telling him to let it go, I'm like, they're trying to get across to you, coach. Now, if you continue on, I'm going to get rid of you. But if you stop, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'll never get the umpire right. I get it, some of them look at it as a sport, Tom, to try to affect the game and get calls and hope they're making you make this calls.
I'm just gonna go ahead and do not.
And I know that's how they look at it, but again, like, it just here's my point, Terry. Let's pull up just one time. So let's say I'm pulling up last night's scores. Let's say Angel Hernandez missed that call, right? And the score in the San Diego-Pittsburgh game is 7-3. Well, Pittsburgh, did Angel Hernandez give up 7 runs? No. So what are you yelling about? What are you fussing about? That's what
Kevin, I've been in games and I know Tom has
that.
too.
I know, Terry. But it's silly. To me, it's silly.
That you get beat 22-1 and you have a coach come through saying you're the worst umpire I've ever seen. I'm like, okay.
I say,
I just keep on going.
You know what I say? I must be pretty bad if I gave him 22 runs. Or
I
maybe I'm pretty good.
I don't even say
maybe
that.
I'm pretty
I'll
good.
just say, okay.
If I could
That's
engineer
funny.
that many runs for a team, I might be pretty good.
Yes, bet on me next game then, sir.
Yeah.
Go to Vegas, bet on me. All right, well, let's go to the standings, Major League Baseball. Quick